welcome back to this new video. In today's video, we'll be learning about Vagrant. So, Vagrant is a very useful tool and you can use it to install multi VMs in association with VirtualBox. So, it is a very handy tool, and if you are seeing your career in like cloud engineering or DevOps, it is one of the very useful tools which you have to get familiar with. And even if you are into like hacking and ethical hacking and cyber security, so it will be going to be very useful. So in today's video will all the basic commands and everything you need to know about Vagrant to get started. So first of all, you have to download it. I am downloading it for my Windows. So just go to just search Vagrant. The first link came by Vagrant by HashiCorp. Click on it, click on download, select Windows and download its AMD 64 version. Just save it. Downloaded it, so I am currently cancelling it, and just it's already installed in my computer. So you have to click next and finish the installation. I am not going to install it, but you can do it by yourself. And let's get to the main part. And I have created this new folder in which I'll be using Vagrant. So Vagrant you have to use through command prompt. It is not a software like you can just drag and drop. So use any terminal like git bash, PowerShell, any terminal you like. I have installed a terminal called Hyper on my Windows, so I am going to use it. So its interface Hyper. So I am currently in my directory. So let me just close it and open it again. So I'll open it with Hyper. As I can see, ls. So there is no directory in it. So let's make a directory. And in this tutorial you will get to know about the commands. These commands are both valid for Linux, Ubuntu and even your command prompt. So let's make a directory. mkdir is the command to make directory, and name of directory we will be using Ubuntu as of this tutorial. So let's say vagrant vms slash Ubuntu. This is make vagrant VM, sorry, and let's get into it. If I show you, so vagrant VM has been created. Let's get into it. And now if I do it, it's empty. So I'll be installing Ubuntu in it. So you have to, let me just cancel it. So now you have to search for Vagrant Cloud. So in this you will get a pre-built Vagrant machines like Ubuntu, Kali Linux and CentOS. So I'll be using Ubuntu. So let me just search for Ubuntu. I have already have it on my search. And as you can see, I am getting so many Ubuntu. So there is this one. So I'll be using this Guy Ubuntu 1604. So what you have to just to install Ubuntu is say type vagrant init and copy this name. Just copy this name, go to your terminal, paste it, and it will download it into your into this folder. So it will create a vagrant file. It might take some time. So we will analyze the vagrant file. So as you can see, my vagrant file has been created. If I do ls now, so you see there is this vagrant file. So let me just open this vagrant file for you. We go to, and let me open with the code editor. So now just let me just zoom it. So what you can see is it is a script. Most of these commands are code is commented, and if I, there is only 3 line of code here. Vagrant.configure to do config. Config is the name we are using. It contains the same name that we have copied, and it also say VM box. VM means virtual box. So we'll see how will this be running in virtual box. And now there is this end. So let me first run this on my so first let me show you how it is run on VirtualBox. If I open VirtualBox, so you see I already have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 VMs here, and 3 are on the VirtualBox and rest are the vagrant files. Now I'll be adding one more Ubuntu here, and you'll see. So let's just let me open the terminal again. So what you have to do is just type vagrant up. So it is bringing our machine up, and just let it complete. So it is downloading the VM. As we are loading it for first time, it might take some time, but if you are using the same vagrant file again and again, it will be super quick. It will be not like the virtual machine you installed, that take too much time to boot up. So it's downloading and it will vagrant up command will boot, is a like booting up the virtual VM. I'll show you once it get booted up. I'll show you on the VirtualBox how it looks. So our vagrant is successfully created and booted up. As you can see, successfully added green guy Ubuntu. So now if I show you my VirtualBox, you see a new vagrant VMS default has been added and its status is running. So you can also click show here to test, but this is a command prompt tutorial. It's not an Ubuntu tutorial. We'll be using vagrant for it. So now to log into your Ubuntu, you type vagrant ssh, just this command, and you'll be logged into your Ubuntu machine. Now as you can see, vagrant and vagrant will be logged in our root. If I do if config, you see our Ethernet is connected. You can run any command on here as you run on Ubuntu. So like you can type apt get update. So as you can say, it is saying permission denied, which is because we are not this root user. To shift to the root user, you type sudo -i, and now I am the root user. As you can see, just let me clear the terminal and zoom in a little bit. So as you can see, I am the root user. So Now if I run apt get update, you see it start getting updated as we update our Linux and Ubuntu. So now, so this is the basic part of running, adding an image and so, but what you can do is vagrant is, as if I just type exit from here, again exit, you see I exited from and get back to my Windows machine. So it is super handy to shift between your Ubuntu and your Windows machine. But you see my vagrant is still running. As you can see, my vagrant is still running. So if I want to log in again, I can simply type vagrant ssh and you see I've been logged in again. Not a root user, you have to shift to root user again. So let me just exit from it. It's not the main part. And if you want to stop your vagrant machine from running as it is consuming your CPU's power, so just type vagrant halt is the command to stop the vagrant machine from running. It will be shut down like it's a power off command. So it's like shut down. If now I show you my virtual machine, it's powered off. So and now if you want to destroy a vagrant, just type vagrant destroy. It will remove your vagrant from your VM. Complete files have been removed. So so this is one of the great tools, like you can do your work and you can remove it. It will not consume your memory and RAM at the same time. And once you destroy it and you again do vagrant up, it will be resetted. You have to again run all the commands again. So I am not currently destroying it because I have to show you more exercises on it. So let me just clear my terminal again. So now if I open the vagrant file, which is this is the main file. In this file you can do everything that you can do on Ubuntu machine. So like most of these commands are commented. This hash you are seeing is the symbol of command. Like this is not a code, it's just for reading purpose right now. Once I remove the hash, it will become code. So let me just show you an example. So you see config.vm.network private network. So this is a network that we set up in our VMs for bridge adapting. Bridge adapter means the Wi-Fi that I am currently connected to my computer in my Windows will get connected to my VM and has its separate IP. For an example, let me show you one of my machines, like this machine. And if I go to my network adapter 2, you see it's a bridge adapter. NAT adapter means that my computer's network will work as an Ethernet cable to my virtual machine, and bridge means it is directly connected to my Wi-Fi. So, and if I show you the vagrant VM we have created, it is currently on NAT network only. There is no bridge adapter. So if I uncomment this, you can comment and uncomment any line by using control and forward slash. So I have and now it has a separate IP and it's a private network. I just save this file, control S, go to my terminal, save vagrant, reload. So as you can see, it is reloading my vagrant. And now you can see there is an option for adapter to host only. I'll show you in a minute what it means. So it showed me some error. So now there's one mistake. So this private network is for an static IP. It is an host only network. For bridge connection, you have to uncomment this public network. So I just press control forward slash, and now I just save control S. Now as I press vagrant reload again, you can see an adapter 3 which says bridged. So it is a bridge adapter we have set up. So as it is booting, I'll show you some more commands you can do. So every setting you can see in this start with the word config which has been written here. So as you can see, this is config, this is another config which you can use to set up port forwarding over network. And let me show you one this I'm comment uh, so so this whole is one setting, and inside this there are different settings that you can use. So vb.memory means the memory you wanted to allot it to your virtual machine. So currently it is not allotted anything. So if I go to my settings, go to my system, it is automatically allotted 1024 MB. And if I change it, I'll uncomment it, and let's say change it to something, let's say 2024, and I save this file and again say vagrant reload. So it is booting my again. I just clear them there because we are currently running, so it got it prompt. So now as you can see, I got 224 MB of space. So it's saying invalid setting because I have giving it a random space. So I'll just click OK and change it again. So as I press vagrant reload again, it is showing error because vagrant reload works when the vagrant is file is already running. We have stopped it, so we are using it just to refreshing. So that's why it's showing error. And this is not only this that you have to just comment on this file. What you can also do is you can add your own. So if I add like vb.cpus equals to, let's say I want to give it only one CPU and save it. So currently our VM is loading. So now as you can see, we already are giving one CPU only. So just click OK, exit it. So this is all you can do on with Vagrant on your image. So now let me show you one more thing, that is provisioning. So provisioning means you are setting some bash script that you want to take on while you are booting up your machine. So just let me uncomment it. As I have showed you, setting starts from always config. So I'll just uncomment this, and I have to uncomment this shell because the shell is starting the command. So we have to uncomment this, and these are, and in this between you can add your bash scripts. Like apt get update is a command line from for Ubuntu, but we are running it here. So if I just uncomment it, and now if I launch my vagrant machine, you'll see it will get updated while we are booting it. So let me just click vagrant up, bring my machine up. Just wait, let me clear my screen first. It's all hazard here. So vagrant up. So now you see it will be bringing my machine up. So now as you can see, it's showing and in running inline scripts here. If I show you, and it start updating within while we are booting. So this is what you can do with provisioning. You can add any command, like you want to install your Apache server, WordPress on Ubuntu, which will be our next video. So if you want to keep, so if you want to move with us, do subscribe our channel. And this is all the basic stuff you can do with Vagrant. And there is not much on Vagrant except one thing, which is a concept of multi VMs. So I'll be showing you how to set up a multi VM. So what is basically a multi VM is, I'll just take you to the first site. I'll just type here multi VM Vagrant. So say multi machine Vagrant. If open this file, and you see this is the file to define a multi Vagrant. You can run two machines with the same Vagrant file. Like I want to run an Ubuntu and a CentOS. I'll be showing you how you can run it. So this is the syntax you want to use to run. So for example, if I just copy this, and let me close this vagrant first. So vagrant halt. I will destroy this vagrant and create a new vagrant. So just type vagrant destroy, and it's asking for a permission, say yes, and you see our vagrant is destroyed. So just, so what you have to do is delete all this material and paste the script we have just copied. So this is the script. So let me show you how you will be reading this file and editing it. So this line is a universal line. What you write here will run for this machine as well as for this machine. So we don't want to run one command for same. So let me just remove it. So now these are the two machine in which you can do your own settings, add your own. So it's saying web, the name of this service is web and db. So let me just add a box here, image, like we are using Ubuntu. So let me just get the name again. So So Ubuntu is here and just paste it, and here I will be using CentOS. I already know the name, which is CentOS S7. And now you can add your own settings here. Like we have seen before, the name will be used is not config. Config is already using here. Inside this we are using name web. So every setting will start with web. So web dot. So let me add a private network to it. So web dot vm dot network will be adding a private network. So private network and an IP to it. So let's say 192. You can add IP according to you. Just make sure the two IPs don't overlap. And this, and let me add same for this. I'll just copy it and paste it here and change the IP. Let's call it 12. So now I will save this file and go to my, again I am in the same directory. And now what you have to do, you have to specify the name of the machine that or the box you want to bring it up. For example, I want to say vagrant up web. So now it will search for web in. So there is been error in the vagrant file. Let me just see it. So guys, there has been some syntax error like this in this underscore. I forgot this comma, and I have typed web here instead of db. So it was showing error. Now we are ready to run it. So I'll say vagrant and we will run web first, which is our Ubuntu. So as you can see, we are getting two adapters as we have said here, a private network. So it's showing a two adapter for host only, and now our web is up. And if you want to see web, you can type vagrant up web. Sorry, it's vagrant ssh web to log in into it. So as we are logged in our Ubuntu machine, so now we can do it same for db. We can type db and we are logged into our CentOS. And what you can do is you can play with it, like you can type web.vm.network and type another end, and here you can type the same, like apply the CPUs and the RAM you want to provide. You can also add provisioning. Just copy the syntax from one vagrant file, edit as you like it, and let me show you. So you can try it and play with it, and let me show you how you will you can also either destroy them simultaneously or. So let me just bring my vagrant db also up. Vagrant up db. My CPU is gonna burst. I haven't deleted the end that I have done. So let me just clear this. It's of no use. Let's bring vagrant up db. So it's bringing our CentOS also. So as we are running CentOS for the first time, it is downloading it. So it might take some time. So now as you can see, our DB is also loaded. If I show you the status, to show the status of the running VMs, you can use vagrant global status. So see, I have currently many VMs running, but the two we are looking for is this web and DB. So now, if you want to you can just simply type vagrant halt to stop both the VMs, or you can specify VM. Like if you say DB web, it will stop web, and if you type DB, it will stop DB, and if you type nothing, it's gonna shut down both the machines. So both the machines has been turned off, and you can use the same for vagrant destroy. Either specify one or none, and you type vagrant destroy. You see web and DBs are here, and they are going to be it asking for yes and no. Yes. So this is all for today's video. This is the whole vagrant to get you started. Now you know all the basic concepts of vagrant, what vagrant do, how you can use it. So if you like the video, do subscribe my channel and do suggest me the topics for the upcoming videos. And and I have also I have also launched a social media growth service, and in which you can, as you find difficult to gain subscribers and followers in your initial days, we can get you a certain initial days. So if you want to know about it, check description, and see you in next video.